Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is a very special night because I myself, comedian Rob Coleman, I'm coming to you tonight um, with a different aspect. I'm not coming to you as a comedian tonight. Tonight, I'm coming to you with commentary. I'm coming to you as a social activist trying to decide who's going to be better to run this country, choice A or choice B. And to help me and to help you make an informed decision, I've invited several guests onto the show so that we can have a spirited yet funny debate. Our guests include our first guest, Joe Bando. Joe, why don't you introduce yourself to the audience?
My name's Joe Bando, born and bred in Cleveland, doing comedy out here in Los Angeles for the past 6 years. I think I thought I was a liberal until I moved to California and realized I'm much more conservative than I thought.
Excellent. Joe, thank you for participating in our show tonight. Our next
Thank you.
participant, we have Rich Green, who goes by Big Rich Green. If you saw him, you know what that means.
Hey y'all, how you doing? I'm Big Rich Green, originally from Cleveland, Ohio. Still live in the Northeast Ohio area. Been a comedian. My anniversary will be my 5th year anniversary will be in January. Um, like Joe, I'm middle of the road. I'm an independent, uh, but I realize I'm a lot more conservative than I am liberal in a lot of things.
Excellent. Thank you for joining the broadcast this evening, Big Rich
Thank
Green.
you for having me.
Our next participant, Marco Torres. Why don't you introduce yourselves to the audience?
What up? What up? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios. I'm from Youngstown, originally from Camel. I was pretty much brought up in the hood. I was brought up Democrat. And then when I got older and I grew up, I realized all the bullshit that was going on with the politics. And I don't even call myself a conservative, even though I lean more conservative. I'm more of a truther. Um, I'm at I'm at the point where just tell me the goddamn truth,
Right.
and we can run the country that way.
Mm,
But I see a lot of the BS that's going on in the politics nowadays. I never thought I'd be the one to be outspoken about it, but it is what it is.
it is what
Um,
it is.
yep.
And thank you for joining the broadcast once again this evening. Now, all of us, we wear the comedian hat. So I want to try to continue to wear that hat and build bridges across our ideological differences. I also want to show the audience that conservatives, liberals, and independents can all get along and have a spirited, yet funny, yet informative debate and conversation. So without killing each other, I hope that this conversation goes well and not go too far left. I hope that we're able to continue to be friends and that nobody house get caught on fire. So, with that being said, if you're out there watching, what we want to try to do today is just go through a couple of questions and get perspectives from each individual and find out exactly what they think about the very tough issues that you as a voter have to consider on November 5th. So, with that being said, our first question goes to our conservative guests. And once again, these are very serious
All
questions, guys.
premise.
Our first question goes to our conservative guests. So, first question: start, bench, or cut Nancy Pelosi, AOC, and Rachel Maddow.
Put them all in jail.
Who you starting, Marco?
On the way to jail, we'll start with Pelosi on her way to jail.
Who you cut?
If anybody to get benched or cut from the team, it got to be AOC because she's about as dumb as a box of rocks. And then Maddow is just Maddow.
Tell us how you really feel. Well, how about this? Candace Owens, Marjorie Taylor Greene, or Laura Ingraham?
I'm into them all.
Uh,
Start.
no, that ain't even appropriate to tell you what I thought. I really think of them ladies. Um,
How
so
about from our independent side then? Um, Big Rich Green, start, bench, or cut? And you know what we mean by that, right?
Yeah.
Nancy Pelosi, AOC, or Rachel Maddow?
Uh, I would start Rachel Maddow I would bench AOC. No, yeah, I bench AOC. I cut Nancy Pelosi.
All right. And from the conservative point of view, start, bench, or cut Candace Owens, Marjorie Taylor Greene, or Laura Ingraham.
Oh my God. Who you want? Satan, the devil, or Mephistopheles?
See, the reason I was just figuring because I've masturbated to all three of them women. That's the reason why I didn't want to say nothing. Damn.
Oh my God.
Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Yes.
Well,
all
Marjorie
three of
Taylor
them.
Greene.
Toss them up like a big Oreo.
well, y'all got to tell me something. Nope, I don't want to get in trouble because now Marjorie's always been like Marjorie, right?
Okay.
No, I'm asking like, okay. Anyway, I would cut her.
Is Marjorie Taylor Greene so hateful towards trans people because she is one? Is that what
That's
you're
what I
saying?
was wondering. Thank
The
you.
question that everyone wants to know.
No, I actually thought that. So she's not trans. Like, is that bad to ask now?
Well, I mean, I don't think she's admitting or going out there saying she's trans because that doesn't sound like something she'd say.
Okay.
She's probably, yeah, I'm
But
sure she presents as all women.
The only
Okay.
thing she's trans from is from having a soul to having no soul at all.
Oh, I
no.
thought it was just because she had man
Wait.
hands.
You know what though? Everybody's entitled to her opinion. Hers are really out there. So, I don't just want to diss. I don't want to diss the lady. And I didn't know if it was a original. So I don't want to get in trouble. Like I don't know if it's a should be like they or them. You know what I mean? I don't know.
She's what they like to call a cis woman.
Okay,
without
so she
actually being a sister.
okay. I got you. So naturally born, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're telling me. So I
She does
apologize.
not
I
have-
didn't know. No, are you
I
messing
didn't
with
give
me?
her a medical exam, so I'm honestly
okay,
not
we're
sure.
not gonna do
I got
that.
a technical question before we go on.
I
any
ain't gonna
further.
no, I ain't gonna diss her. Hold on, because would we do that with men? I don't want anybody saying would we do that with men. So I would cut her. And who are the other two? Laura Ingraham and who else?
Candace
Candace
Owens.
Oh, you
Love
know what?
kids.
I start Candace Owens and I bench Laura Ingraham because Laura's gonna bend to the will of whatever the media empire wants her to do. I think Candace still has her own mind to her own degree out of those three people.
Excellent.
Hey, Rob.
And I apologize
doing
to
live?
anybody who's watching
Is
this. I apologize for
live
my
going on now?
ignorance.
This is a comedy show. No need for apologies. If you can't take a joke, please turn us off right now.
Rob, is this going on live? Did you hit the button? Because I can't find this to share it nowhere.
It should be live. I hit go live.
It says live on my screen.
It says live on my screen too.
Yeah, I mean, I even went to your Facebook page to try to share it.
Is it live on your Facebook or live on your YouTube, Rob?
Maybe on my YouTube.
It's on your StreamYard, yeah.
Yeah, it might be live on my YouTube.
Okay, let me look it up on YouTube because I want to make sure this gets out to as many people as we
Hey,
can. All right,
but
I'm sorry, I
Rob,
didn't mean to break it up.
You started off with fire with that one. That was funny. Joe, what's yours? I want to hear Joe's now.
Well, I mean, Nancy Pelosi, we're gonna cut her like physically with a sharp edged razor blade for public to see. And then Rachel Maddow, I mean, definitely we're benching her. Can't listen to her voice. I can't watch her fake cry anymore. It's so pathetic. And then AOC will keep because she has some fine attributes, and I feel like she could be reprogrammed. You know what I'm saying? I think reprogramming her, if we had her on our side, she'd be a good like social media person for the Patriots. That's what I feel about.
Very cool.
And then the other three. Yeah. Marjorie Taylor Greene's awesome. Like she's like, I love it. We need a Karen. You know what I mean?
She can also help you change a car tire.
Yeah, she'll change the tire. You definitely like complain to the manager and get you free food. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of person we need. Yeah.
Marco, look under the letter R, the letter U, serious.
Are you serious? On YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The letter R, the letter U, serious. Z8, Z as in zebra, 8, S as in Sam. I didn't realize they put that suffix on my channel, but
Z8.
S as in Sam. Z8, S as in Sam.
All right. All right, you go ahead. I didn't mean to break up everything.
No problem at all. Like I said, this is just an experiment to see if we can actually even do this. So
we're all kind of on the same political spectrum side. So
seems like
I think it's safe to say that liberals do what liberals do, which is avoid debate. You know.
Well, speaking of that, Kamala Harris has a plan that she's been pitching in several of her speeches and her rally events. Trump's has some concepts of a plan that we have yet to hear. Kamala plans to give small businesses $50,000, new parents $6,000, and new homeowners $25,000. My question, does she also plan to make monopoly money legal tender as well?
That's basically what our dollar is going to be worth when she gets done with it.
So we're going back to the old 80s.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point anyways. They want to devalue our dollar.
What do you think, Rich? Would she also be making monopoly money legal tender? Would you be able to walk into Texas Roadhouse with purple money and get a steak dinner?
Man, I used to walk into the grocery store with purple money back in the day.
That's what I'm saying. The 80s old food stamps.
Hey, brother, you know the ones was brown, the fives was green.
you get them crispy purple ones.
Man, you had a $65 book. You was doing something. No, but real talk. Really looking at both of the. If you look at the current tax code, which is the tax code under Trump, I don't think that it necessarily crunched people as bad as they thought it would. Looking at the one of the Biden administration, which I think Kamala will continue with adding the $6,000 tax credit for having a child. After adding it up, and you save $4,000 more under Kamala than you would under Trump. So tax-wise, I think it's better under Kamala. The things that she increased would actually hit the top 0.01%. It wouldn't affect. I mean, I don't know what you guys earn, so you guys are probably high earners. So I'm not disrespecting y'all, but it really would hit the highest of the high earners harder. It definitely would provide a windfall for the mid. If you're like $250,000, $350,000 and below as a family, you should probably be voting for Kamala. If you're 350 or plus, you probably should be voting for Trump. It's just that simple. We look at that. Then as far as the value of the dollar, I mean, we got to go back in you saw Brexit, you saw a lot of the things. You got to think of BRICS, Great Britain, Russia, India, China. They had a plan to move away from the system that uses a centralized banking system in order to weaken the U.S. dollar. That's why you've seen such a fight against cryptocurrencies. You saw the dip, but now cryptocurrencies are coming back. The U.S. was just flexing its muscle to say, you could try to cut us out. Great Britain, the old British Guard, the Blue Bloods, was flexing their muscle with the United States saying, come at us. But I think overall, if you really want a better tax system, you'll fall better under Kamala. Because Trump, the way that he's setting up the things that he wants to do, is going to add anywhere from 1.2 trillion to 13 trillion to the deficit.
That is way too serious an answer for a comedy show, Big Rich Green.
Oh, my bad.
Just tell us which one is going to help your boy in the hood.
You know what? It's kind of hard. If your boy in the hood is an independent contractor and has an LLC, Trump.
Who's going to give us another stimmy?
Here's
you see, they arrested PPP people making them false loans. They arrested y'all now 4 years later.
So here's something for you though. I mean, nobody really notices Kamala Harris is trying to get his child tax credit, and at the same time, she's for killing babies.
Yeah.
So I mean, there ain't no tax credit if there ain't no child.
Well, that's true too. But then they say what? They said life begins at conception. So can I write an insurance policy on that unborn fetus? Then if I can't
be able to, if you can take it out that quick. Yeah.
But
Marco has more kids than Nick Cannon, so Marco definitely is pro-life.
He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong.
Marco is not a violent man, but he has been known to shoot the club up.
Hey, it's a lot of nicks in that cannon.
Yes, sir. All right. So our next question. Very good debate, ladies and gentlemen. Trump plans to deport all illegal immigrants and people who are here in the country illegally. If he does this, who's going to do the landscaping at Mar-a-Lago? You go, Joe. Who's going to do the landscaping at Mar-a-Lago?
The same people who used to do it, Italians. We'll get out there. We'll get out there. There's plenty of people that'll do it. For Trump,
how about you, Marco? Who's going to pick your avocados, your cherries, and your strawberries if we deport all illegal aliens?
You know, you asking a Hispanic that, right?
Do you actually know Spanish, Marco?
Chipitito.
Un poquito.
Un poquito.
Sí, sí.
No, but honestly,
So can I call myself African American if I don't know Swahili?
Yeah, because you got the American on the end of it. You can't call yourself African.
The only thing I know how to do is the faces. So, Marco, what do you think? Who's going to do the landscaping at Mar-a-Lago if all illegal immigrants are deported?
The legal ones. Because there are a bunch of legal ones that are here, and there are also a bunch of legal ones that is waiting while the illegal ones is telling them just to move to the side.
Plus they'll be on the books, so we can stimulate the economy with their taxes.
Yeah. Somebody will have a paycheck. Somebody can get a real ID. Somebody might have some benefits for their 50 little conchitos running around.
How do you feel, Big Rich Green? Who's going to do landscaping at Mar-a-Lago if all illegal immigrants are deported?
He just have to pay more for it, but it's a lot of American companies that got landscaping companies. I think it'd be a good opportunity too for young black men and women who don't have jobs to create a company for people who no longer, if you can't fill that with illegals, you now have a chance for Americans who have been underserved to start an LLC and to pick up that.
You know what? You have a great point there. I will say this. Trump has created several jobs, many millions of jobs for court sketch artists, jobs for court reporters, jobs for people who create Bibles, jobs for people who create EFTs, and also people for who make tennis shoes in China. So yeah, he's definitely a job creator.
You're pumped up for that.
Nobody can say he's not a job creator.
He's a job creator. No. Fake news. Don't believe him.
There's a 7-year-old right now in China making golden Trump sneakers, and he's happy to be working because he has a job right now because
and he
of
probably just got a raise.
That's it. Hey.
That brings me to my next question. Trump has been known to sell several things: tennis shoes, watches, EFTs, even Bibles. What should Kamala Harris be selling? And Marco, keep it clean.
Videos. There we go. That's clean as I get. Videos.
Marco, you have to warn Marco first. Ladies and gentlemen, some of the views that you hear today do not reflect the views of comedian Rob Coleman. Some of Marco's views are meant for mature audiences only. Parental discretion is advised anytime Marco speaks. So with that being said, what do you think, Joe? What should Kamala be selling and to compete with Trump?
I'm with him. I want to see the videos. I mean, no, who doesn't want to see her and Willie Brown? That's got to be hot. You know what I'm saying? Like there's videos out there.
And the way Judge Joe Brown talk about her, I bet you there's a video with her and Joe Brown too.
I bet you there's a whole series.
When she's president, she's gonna have you all murdered.
She's pregnant.
She's president, for saying that. Be very careful what you eat after she's elected. Big Rich Green, what do you think? What should Kamala be selling to compete with Trump?
Oh man, well, she already selling wolf tickets, so she might as well sell a few more. But you know, she could sell that with Trump's gold shoes. That's what we do. His gold shoes and his Chinese American Bibles. So we could make it a 3-pack.
The box set.
It's a box set.
With that being said, then let's keep it on Kamala just for another second.
That's
Kamala,
what Willie Brown said.
Kamala claims to be half Jamaican and half Indian. Trump claims to be half German and half Scottish. If Kamala and Trump have a baby, what race would it be, gentlemen?
It'd be golden brown. I know that. No matter what it is, it'd be
look like a bucket of fried chicken. That baby would look just like a bucket of KFC.
It would. It'd be a orange chicken. That's what it would be.
Little red dots all over it.
They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs.
They're eating my baby.
Yeah.
Whatever you think, that baby would be able to check about 4 or 5 nationalities on a job application.
You know what? That baby would be so mixed. That baby would be so mixed that he wouldn't be welcome in any of Trump's properties. I could tell you that. Fred Trump would be rolling in his grave.
So now a question for the Trump side of things then. Let's go ahead and focus on him just for a moment. Now, the race is 50-50 right now. Either candidate could win. And let's explore what would happen if Trump wins. If Trump wins and he makes January 6th a national holiday, where will I be able to find buffalo horns and Mike Pence figurines to hang around my house?
I just bought a set of horns at Spirit Halloween. They cheap right now.
And in your house, where would you hang Mike Pence?
We don't do hanging. I'm from the hood. Hanging ain't no good.
It's an ornament. You would get a Mike Pence ornament that you could hang around your house.
I'm good.
I think we would find the paraphernalia and Mike Pence in the same place. Wherever you would find the village people hanging out, I think that's where you find it.
You could buy a little Mike
at the YMCA. You find them at the YMCA.
You're going to be able to find little Mike Pence figurines with a fly on his head and no heart.
Yeah,
I think they would probably sell them in the same place they be selling them inflatable naked Trump dolls.
I can tell you where you won't be finding it. Any of the cities that Black Lives Matter burned down in 2020, that's for sure.
Interesting.
He said Denny's? I don't think anybody has heard that a Denny's was lost.
I think he said Diddy's.
Yeah, that's funny.
At a Diddy's.
And keeping the subject matter
that's
focused on
video.
Trump. Keeping the subject matter focused here on Trump just for a moment. Trump has been endorsed and backed by the multi-billionaire Elon Musk. If Trump is elected, what color will a robot be that Elon Musk puts his brain in when Trump passes away?
No matter what color the robot is, it's still African.
It'll be the same damn color as one of them stupid cyber trucks. It'll be like mirror.
Like the silver and that tacky gunmetal gray?
Yeah, I think Elon is probably negotiating with Trump to have his brain installed in a Tesla. It's gonna be a Tesla robot that's huge.
Elon knows them cars are junk. He ain't gonna put his brain in one of those. He's gonna put it in an Asian one.
I'm pretty sure the robot that they put Trump's brain in is gonna have space lasers that's able to change the weather. What do you think?
That's already happening.
You leave Marjorie alone.
I think if Trump ever gets put inside a robot, he's gonna have tits installed on it, so he can just grab his own tits.
Interesting.
You're gonna see the Donald Trump robot looking like Michael Jackson, just grabbing himself.
Also speaking of Trump, in order to coerce the vote of the little man, Trump actually just recently did a shift at a local McDonald's, which he was really commended for. But here's the controversy. Trump worked a day shift at this McDonald's, but he claims to be a Republican that's against high crime. If this is true, why didn't he have the Hamburglar arrested and convicted for his decades of theft and burglary?
Rob, that is hilarious, man. Come on.
You really wrote that? You really
obviously
the Hamburglar.
They homeboys. Trump would be the first felon in office, and I think I kind of like that. That opens up the floodgates for other fellas to get elected. So, I mean, everything ain't bad. Everything ain't bad. It's some good people who have felonies on their record. If I'm being real, I hate to bring us back to reality, but
It's true.
before your reputation had to be beyond reproach, and you couldn't have any convictions and all this other stuff. Hopefully, now he's opened the door to where people who have convictions can not only get the right to vote, but actually
Right.
sit in the office of president. You know, because at
Or
one
even
point
just get a
he had
job.
91 felonies, and he was calling an election. You know,
Sure.
if a brother had 91 felonies, you know what you'll call him? I don't know, but it'd be collect.
Right. There you go. I feel like if Hamburglar did go to prison, he would be exonerated. Him and Giuliani would get out at the same time. I feel like if Hamburger was in prison, Grimace would frequently write him letters and make sure to put some money on his commissary. So
I
Hamburger
feel
would
like
be
the
okay in prison,
Hamburglar would turn on everybody.
just as long as they don't put him in the same
Democrat.
cell with Diddy.
It's not working for the Democrats. Trump made me do it.
As long as they don't put Hamburger in the same cell with Diddy, I think we'll be
You
okay.
turn Hamburglar into a state witness.
Yeah, exactly. He would
They call
have
Grimace. They
he
call
would have an
Grimace that
all beef
because he had
patty.
a 6'3", 280-pound cellmate. That was his face all the time.
Grimace.
Back to Kamala for a second. Joe Biden did something that people considered heroic. He dropped out of the way back in July to move over and to allow Kamala to take over and run for president. When is somebody going to tell Joe Biden he did that? Who's the president? You are, Joe. I'm the president.
I thought I was president yesterday. You were.
Keep in mind, Trump is 3 years younger than Biden. So serious question, if age was an issue with Biden, why is it not an issue with Trump?
Oh,
Trump didn't snort his brains out with his son.
Yeah. You see Trump slipping a little bit, but Biden been gone for 4 years.
Trump did 4 years and he looked younger when he got out. Like that was wild.
He was stressing over shit. Trump was like this. Fuck the policies. Bomb that shit.
Obama aged 30 years in 8 years.
You know, that's the difference between doing your job and not doing it, though. I'll be real with you, y'all. Get mad. I'm gonna just executive decision the shit out of this.
They did a good job getting us where we are today. Good job, Obama.
He was the first person that black did crack.
Oh, damn.
Crack hard.
His black crack, and then Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr. snorted it and smoked it.
So no problem with Trump's age at all.
No.
Jesus Christ.
I'm good with Trump's age.
All right. Now, recently in the news, this is very serious, gentlemen. We have experienced massive hurricanes, tornadoes, wildfires, and all of these disasters have happened in the past several years because of Hunter Biden's laptop. When is he going to get this laptop under control, guys?
There's still a laptop? Are we still talking about the laptop?
Did he get convicted already?
Well, no, it's like Jeffrey Epstein. There's a laptop, but we don't know what was on it.
Yeah.
Oh, we know what was on the laptop.
We know what was on it.
Taylor Green that told the world what was on the laptop.
Yeah, nobody in jail.
What was on the laptop besides a couple of naughty photos?
Oh, there was
the same thing that's on all of our laptops.
All that evidence, Lincoln, the big man.
Speak for yourself, Big Rich Green.
The big man.
Is that a baby oil in your background, Rich? Is that baby oil in your background?
It definitely is. Hey, I have plausible deniability. I got a new grandson, so.
Oh, you actually have a new baby. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That don't go good. Don't
take that. I'm like this with 2 bottles. Take that. Hey, take that. Hey, take that.
Terrible.
Well, ain't Hunter's in jail right now, ain't he?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, when does he get out? I thought he got convicted.
Yeah, but that's Hunter Biden.
You know what? See, that's what the justice system is a little bit different for us versus them. I'm keep it real. Diddy going to jail? Diddy actually is not on trial till May of 2025, and he gonna be in jail this whole time till he gets
Diddy
there.
gonna be somewhere like Snowden was.
Man, Snowden ain't in jail.
I know.
If Diddy was smart, he should have left the country.
That's what I'm saying.
Clone Diddy.
Diddy
So what's that, Joe?
Supposedly that Diddy's a clone. There's a whole lot of cloning going on out there.
No, guys, Diddy is going to the same prison that R. Kelly is at, and they're going to release an album. I heard it's going to be on streaming.
It'll be a banger.
Diddy producing it?
I hear this screaming.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna piss a lot of people off.
Probably.
Like I killed
if R. Kelly's in it, it's gonna piss a lot of people off.
All right. Next question is to our liberal side of things. Kamala Harris has been using the term joyful warrior in her campaign in recent weeks. Joyful warrior. And has been seen laughing very loudly and boisterously during live events, interviews, and other appearances. What the hell is so funny?
Well, first of all, joyful warrior sounds like rainbow warrior to me. So we all know what that is. And joy is another word for gay. So she's just a gay warrior.
Wait, did you say rainbow warrior?
Yeah.
What did I work with a dude that loved NASCAR. It was a dude called the Rainbow Warrior in NASCAR.
Yeah, because he probably had lube on his car. It was the KY number 27 car.
No, he was a real popular dude. I don't know NASCAR well, but he was a real popular dude.
That's a little bit too white for me. What about you, Joe? You know anything about NASCAR?
No, that's a little too redneck for me. That's why I got out of Ohio.
Come on. Don't talk about my beloved states. I think it was like Eric Gordon or something like that. I think it was a Gordon. His name was Gordon.
I thought Jeff Gordon. Jeff
Gordon.
Gordon. Jeff Gordon. They called it. They used to make fun of him and call him gay. That's why he was the Rainbow Warrior. He had all kind of colors on his car.
So that's why he
homophobic. I like it. That's funny.
Yeah. NASCAR's still allowed to be homophobic. That's the true heart of America right there.
I think it was dope though that he did that. But you said she calls it a what warrior? A laughing warrior?
Joyful warrior. That's the term
warrior.
Her and Tim Walsh have been using. And
it does sound real village people-y.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So just was wondering what the hell is so funny.
Nothing is funny.
How about here? It could be this because you notice she's always in front of that podium, and you know it's a couple minutes and then she gets that smile on her face, and you know she started talking all boisterous. Do you guys recall a movie called Police Academy? Do you remember the first Police Academy when the guy was in front of the podium and there was somebody in the bottom of the podium?
Yeah.
Well, our next that leads us into our next question. Kamala Harris is married, right? To a gentleman by the name of Doug. If Kamala wins, the night of the inauguration when she wins, what color dress will Doug be wearing?
I think the same one that Hoover and FDR probably would have wore. I don't know.
I think he's gonna have a Hillary pantsuit.
That's great.
He's gonna have a Hillary pantsuit, the executor.
What do you think, Joe? What kind of dress will Doug wear at the inauguration?
I mean, fishnets. You know what I'm saying? Like little leather, little lace. Get down with a little freaky deaky so she can be that.
You know what? I actually could see that.
That's what I'm leaning towards.
Huge possibility. He probably is already wearing those under.
He'll look like the Gimp in Pulp Fiction.
On to another question. Texas Representative Jasmine Crockett once used the term "bleach blonde, bad-built butch body" to describe a member of Congress.
You forgot the bitch part.
I forgot which part?
Bitch.
She said bleach blonde, bad-built butch body.
Bitch.
Yeah, there was a bitch in there. The original.
Bitch.
Not in the original, no. It was bleach blonde because it's on T-shirts.
Okay.
Bleach blonde, bad built. I did the research, gentlemen. Bleach blonde, bad built butch body became a term that was used for several weeks in this summer. Was she actually describing Marjorie Taylor Greene or Donald Trump?
I feel like she was talking about Michelle Obama.
Right.
That is not a
Except for the
butch
blue-
body.
I don't
Shit,
think Michelle ever
That
worked.
woman
That
looked
is
like
not a
Patrick
butch
Ewing.
body.
That woman looks like
Yeah.
Patrick Ewing in a wig.
Marco, you're 5'7". Every woman looks like Patrick Ewing to you.
Hey, it would have been apropos for either, honestly.
In all honesty,
No, Michelle's sexy to me though. I like thick women. It was crazy. Michelle wore her arms out, and I saw Pat Roberts. He was like up in arms. No pun intended on that. About her showing her arms, but they were cool with Melania showing her ass. It's like, is the fact that
one of them
Michelle
people
had.
want to see.
He said what?
One of them people actually want to see.
Well, I mean, I like that. I like some people like organic and some like GMO. I tend to like organic.
Hey, I've been eating at McDonald's all my life.
No, that is hilarious.
Michelle
No,
Obama
man.
could do 50 push-ups right now. Can you?
Yeah,
That's deep.
yeah, I can.
You could
Yeah,
do 50
no.
push-ups, Marco.
Yes, I can. On my knuckles.
You leave Marco alone. No,
You
You look like
paranoid
you're in
in the
good
hood. You gotta be able to defend. You heard me on stage. I gotta be able to fight.
Joe,
nah,
you look like you're in good shape.
Thank
Do
you.
you see a lot of bleach blonde, bad built butch bodies in Los Angeles?
Yeah, they claim to be women, but they're not. They're everywhere. They're all over.
Again, like I said, Michelle Obama.
Exactly.
I'm
Big
gonna
Mike.
tell you, Marco.
Michelle
Though, I'm
Obama
gonna
will
tell you.
whoop your ass, Marco.
No, I'm gonna tell you why that's
I bet you he
problematic.
can.
I'm gonna tell you why that's problematic though. When they go after Michelle Obama, it's more of a thing saying that dark-skinned women look like men. They did
That
that.
got nothing to do with the color of her
No,
skin.
no,
It has
yeah.
something to do with the
They did it to
Dude,
Serena
bringing
Williams.
around.
Anytime that's
Dude.
colorism though. Anytime that happens, it's always a dark-skinned woman. And you my boy, and we joking, but I'm gonna let you know that there's always an undertone of racism when that's brought up. Michelle is not a former man. She's always been a woman. They have these things out there. We ain't gonna do that. Just like I apologize for Marjorie. I really did think that she was because she's so like, and maybe you feel the same way about Michelle, but I think that
Joan Rivers
I don't know.
even
Does
called her
Marjorie
out.
have children? Does Marjorie have children? That's why I said I didn't want to be a problem. Does
Good
Marjorie
question.
have kids?
I think
Yeah,
she
but it's
does.
way funnier. It's way funnier if that's Big Mike, bro. Come on. Like,
If it's Big
Yeah.
Mike,
Big Mike.
now that's kind of funny. Okay for
funny.
comedy wise, but I just want the viewers to know that when you do that, there's a pervasive thing trying to say that any brown woman or dark skinned woman has to be manly or butch, and that's not cool. That's not cool.
No, whoever
So-
said Angela Bassett is fine. What are you talking
Like
about?
this.
Angela
Angela's like
Bassett
this.
got them big bodybuilder arms. She's
No,
fine
I'm
as
tell you,
heck.
Angela's stacked, but Angela's still fair skinned.
Angela Bassett just the same color as Michelle
She's
Obama.
not dark enough. No, Michelle's definitely darker than Angela Bassett.
Yeah, she's fair skinned.
Oh.
We're talking colorism now, Mark, because now you know.
No,
and
I base my
it's-
claims
that's-
on
that's
Joan
true.
Rivers and the penis that I seen flapping around and while she was walking around on stage.
No, Rivers
Yo,
ain't
plenty of
man.
Michelle Obama penises. That got nothing to do with her color. If she was light skinned and she had a penis, I would say she had a penis. It don't matter what color you is.
And I
And a
trust
lot of
Joan.
his
Joan would
penis
know.
swing that way too. So you go down to
You said a lot of
Brazil,
what?
it's like the
So I trust Joan. Joan would know. Joan Rivers, that's my girl. She knows.
Yeah, Joan Rivers just came up and straight up and talked about it.
Yeah,
And
she
we all
did.
know Barack done had his fruity days. Larry St. Clair done came out about that on C-SPAN.
All of that is hearsay till we see a video, man.
Oh yeah, we can pull up that Larry St. Clair video.
Oh, see, there's Marjorie. Hey, Marjorie. So
Hey,
she's
but
not.
look, in your defense though, Rich, she does got some manly facial features.
Yeah,
She do got some manly facial
She's
features.
not attractive.
No, I'm
Whoa.
not. It's not
Whoa.
about that though, because there's people who gonna say we ain't attractive. I just really
Yeah.
thought that key voice and she's like stocky.
She's
I
like
just didn't know.
5'2" though.
You said what?
She's like 5'2". She's like very short.
Is she?
Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene is not a tall woman. She's like maybe 5'2" or 3, something like
Oh,
that.
she
She's like
just
super
okay.
short.
She has
She like
3
a
Yeah,
woman.
kids.
she's got like 6'3" Karen energy.
Hey, you hear me?
She's like
Uh,
Puck. She's like Puck from
BBE.
Alpha Flight.
Hey, she got 3 kids.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay, so I
Marjorie get it
apologize.
in.
So hey,
She figured it out.
y'all ain't right.
And Rich, you get a chance to after the show. Look up Larry St. Clair video.
I got you.
That's on C-SPAN. That ain't even nobody. That's not Fox. That's not CNN.
Oh,
That's
no,
world
bruh.
news right there.
So speaking of women, Trump in the polls is not doing very well with women. I think his approval with women is somewhere around maybe 30, high 20s, low 30s, something like that. So his leadership has been meeting to try to figure out how he can grab more of the women vote. They presented that to Trump, and he said, "Grab them where? If Trump
I knew it was coming.
He's stupid.
if
That-
Trump can't grab them by the coochies, where is Trump going to grab women to get them to vote for him in a couple of weeks?"
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna defend Trump in this. It's hard to be just a heterosexual man today. Anything that we do that's manly is considered like toxic. You know, real men are toxic, right? So I can't stand up for myself. Otherwise, I'm bullying somebody. You know what I mean? But I mean, he has said some offensive things, and some people may say that I said he actually said he was better looking than Kamala. Now, come on, Kamala way better looking than Trump. If you had your choice, Joe, of a cellmate,
I'd be Trump all day.
Oh,
I
yeah,
couldn't sit
yeah.
next to Kamala. Are you kidding me?
oh, you
Well,
are
I'd fucking-
crazy.
I'd
My-
catch another case.
My
strangling
penis
her
would
up
look
against the
huge
lap.
in Trump's hands. My penis would look huge in Trump's
Hey, Trump
hands.
said,
Trump would be amazing. We'd be running shit in that cell. Fuck.
them
Golden
late nights, them late night Trump nights. He was like, Joe, you're so sexy. I just want to run my finger through your bald head. It's the most exquisite bald head I've ever seen.
I'd be bagging him in the ass.
Go get me 2 chocolate milks, bitch.
Trump would be my bitch.
Hey, Joe, don't say that. You're going to have people coming at you. Joe is joking.
Yeah. Watch that.
Joe is joking. He's joking.
I just want
Baby.
some of that big Don energy, man. I want to absorb it. No.
BDE, Big Don Energy. You just coined something new. But what was it? What was the original question?
Trump is low. Approval rating is low with women. How does he plan to grab women to get them to vote for him in this election?
Well, yeah,
You know what?
What's his plan to grab women? Or what's
He
his
has the
concept of a plan?
finest women. He has
I-
the finest
I would
women.
just
Tulsi
tell you this.
Gabbard.
Honestly,
Yeah,
if
Gabbard.
people
She
really
got it.
live
You
into
say
what they
Tulsi
say,
Gabbard?
Fine
Yeah,
as fuck.
Tulsi Gabbard. She's out there campaigning for him. She'll help
Who
him
is
get
that?
some women vote.
Tulsi
That's the,
Gabbard, Laura Loomer.
Tulsi Gabbard, the former Democrat that's campaigning for him right now from Hawaii. She's
Okay.
she's
The military girl.
8 years.
I don't know.
She was
I
in the
thought she was from
military.
Arizona. She's from Hawaii.
She just came out today and announced that she officially is a Republican, like on stage with Trump, or yesterday. Or something.
Wow.
Oh, she switched parties.
She switched.
Mm.
She left the Democrats and then officially entered the Republicans like yesterday.
I think
Oh,
we
wow.
all should quit. I think we all should quit both parties and just go to a Diddy party.
I'm with you.
No, I'm good. I'm
Take
good.
that.
I'm sure I can find a
Hey.
Diddy party in this neighborhood somewhere.
Hair back. Take that. Take that.
I'm good. I'm
Can't
good.
nobody take his stride. Can't nobody hold him down. Is that because of the baby oil?
He gotta keep on moving.
Hey, nobody gonna take
Bye,
his stride. Nobody
Oh,
want to
man.
take his stride. I can tell you that.
Nobody
I ain't taking
knew
this stride,
Diddy was
Marco.
gay. Like, I don't know. I always thought Diddy was kind of gay when he would like dance around with Mace. I'm like, this dude kind of look a little fruity. I don't know.
You know
Hey,
what would
50
make
Cent
his
always said that.
I can see Puff going, you know what would make this video better? Glitter.
Oh my God.
How do we not know? Hey, let's put on some shiny suits and wear some glitter. But I will say this though. I do think Trump does cross the line sometimes in some of the things he says. I wouldn't be lying to y'all. I ain't gonna sit here and kiss his ass. I do think that being a man is frowned upon now, but there is an overboard. We got to find that fine line, but people got to stop overreacting too.
Well said, Big Rich Green.
Yep. I agree.
With that being said, Trump has said some very weird and controversial things in the media. Most recently, he was noted as saying they're eating the cats and they're eating the dog. Does he not realize how delicious cats and dogs are?
I mean, ask any Vietnamese person. I mean,
I swear when he first said it, I was waiting for the Asian American. They're gonna get him. Then he said Haitians. I'm like, huh?
Has he not
You
tried
had curry
bourbon
goat?
chicken?
You ain't had like what? Dogs, cats. They got these delicious lambs and goats laying around. I don't think that's gonna be happening.
Trump did what he did, which is got a conversation talking, man. Like that dude can turn anything viral. It's wild. Like
It's amazing.
It's
But once
unbelievable.
again,
Serious question. Have you guys ever heard Trump say, "I'm sorry" about anything?
I
no.
hope not.
And that's
What
one of
suits
his
you?
biggest flaws. That's one of his biggest flaws.
That's one of the things I like the most. I don't believe in apologies.
Nah, when you wrong, you wrong. And there's been quite a few times. I mean, I'm a Trump supporter, but there's been quite a few times he has been wrong. And I've even called it out on my personal podcast and stuff. And, I mean, when you're wrong, you're wrong. That's what makes you a leader. That's what makes you somebody. If you can be like, all right, I fucked up, or somebody gave me some bad information, all right, we gonna move on from this. That's being a grown-ass man. And I think, like I said, that's one of Trump's biggest flaws is, me and Rob have talked about this before.
I think you guys just said the bar too high for that.
Would go away if it'd be just like, all right, I fucked up. I'm sorry. Or I shouldn't have said that. My fault.
But Marco,
maybe I shouldn't have let people tear the Capitol up for 3 hours. Maybe it should only been 1 hour.
I don't think he did. I think he didn't have anything to do with it.
Maybe I should have did something instead of letting Pelosi do it.
Marco, I'm gonna tell you this. If somebody was watching this and they were on the fence of why people support something, you just show what is missing. People don't do anything that's self-effacing anymore. Everybody fights for a position and they fight to be right. I like what you said. Everything that Kamala say is not right. When she said we don't have anybody in any country fighting any war, we've withdrawn everybody. They immediately showed a video of people being in an occupied space during the war. Like, well, what the fuck are we doing here? Trump has said a lot of things wrong. And for you to just say that, I think that you won him some more fans just because you're able to say, hey, this motherfucker be lying sometimes. We know it. But I'm still willing to roll with him because of this, this, and this. What I think people being in the middle, what we see, Joe, is that people who ride for him, everything he says, you can't eat everything he say. We don't eat everything. I don't eat everything.
I don't agree with anything anybody says. I don't agree with anything.
A lot of that shit is bullshit. They're eating the cats and dogs. Let's be real with that. Where that comes from. She's of that descent. She's of Jamaican descent. Haitian, Jamaican, the whole nine. They're saying island people, island blacks. Island blacks eat cats and dogs. This was done to destroy the character of her. And that's the shit I don't like. I don't like race politics. I don't like it subversive. I don't care. Don't do that. That's win by being a fucking man. That's bitch shit. That's a bitch ass move. And that should be taken out of politics.
They may not have eaten the cats and dogs. They may not have eaten the cats and dogs, Rich, and you're exactly right. But some damn geese did disappear.
Some geese definitely.
I'm gonna tell you, every man on here that ate some cat before.
Oh yeah,
it's some.
You ate some cat. Marco, you ate some cat.
Oh,
Rob,
yeah,
you ate some cat.
Plenty of look. I went to quite a few Thai fight places. I love me some pho.
That's a double
pour over.
I'm talking about you. You met women before, right?
Oh yeah. Well, that goes back.
You like women? You like women?
Yeah,
you like women, right? You ate some cat then.
I quit doing that though. I started dating a country girl. Tastes like well water.
Oh,
wow! Call back.
I hope she's watching this. She breaking up with your crazy ass. Joe, did you hear that?
I heard it.
His girl breaking up with him after this. So I taste like well water. Is that what I heard? I taste like well water.
Hey, look, I'll do anything for that girl, but I won't shower at her house. I come home and take my showers. I got city water. We got filters.
All right, guys, with just about 10 minutes left to go, I want to give you guys each an opportunity for closing arguments and to shout out your social media. So if we could just go around, everybody take about a minute or two, explain who you're voting for, if you're still on the fence, and why, and then shout out your social media so that people can follow you if they like. I think we went Joe, Rich, Marco to start. Let's go in reverse order. Does that sound fair?
Sure.
All right. So Marco, why don't you start us off? Closing arguments, and then shout out your social medias.
Don't believe the hype that's out there in the media. I mean, the world ain't gonna come to an end. Trump ain't no dictator. He was in office for 4 years, and we actually did good. All people of colors. But ultimately, and I use this part of my comedy show, but it's in real shit. I'm gonna just leave out the punchline. Especially this time of year, the media does everything it can to try to divide us by race, by gender, by whatever, and it's at the end of the day, we all got to live together. It don't matter who win. On November 8th or January, whenever the hell, when the elections is all up, whoever president is, me, Rich, Rob, I'm sure Joe, all gonna be doing comedy. We all gonna be driving to the same clubs. We all gonna be doing our same stuff. We just gonna be making fun of whoever's in the office. So don't believe that.
I can't do a Kamala impersonation yet, so
don't be losing no friends and good people over some bullshit that some idiot that ain't even thinking about you on TV is saying.
Fact.
Yep.
So
Fact.
I got my shows. It's on what is called What the Fuck Wednesdays. It's gonna be actually coming up here tonight at 9:00 on Upside Down Studios Facebook page, on my Facebook page, YouTube. We on Spotify. We on all them different things. So you come and check us out. And I appreciate everybody for being here tonight and having me on the show tonight.
Excellent. Thank you, Marco. Well said. Big Rich.
Hey, I feel the same way Marco feel. I feel like politics is a bunch of rich elite assholes controlling the world. Elon is just showing you a prime example, but it's more people than that that's being real subversive. And it doesn't matter which side, because they fund both sides. The main thing is that they want to keep us arguing against each other. They want white to argue with black to argue with Puerto Rican to argue with Dominican. The bottom line is this: we all people, we all want good schools and a safe environment in which to raise our families. So vote your conscience. It don't matter what some guy
and some money, another STEMI.
And some money. It don't matter what some guy on a show like this is talking about. You vote who you vote for. Being independent, a lot of times I get to look at both sides. I just don't like the mudslinging on both. But I will say this, that the messaging is very clear on both sides. And the one that's talking to me the most right now, Rob, I almost got into a fight with Rob before because I said the Democrats are full of shit. This is the best messaging they've ever done.
I would have whooped your ass, Rich. I'd have whooped your ass all up and down.
Please don't do it, Rob. Please don't do it. I apologize.
Don't hurt him, Hammer. Don't hurt him.
But vote your conscience when it comes. I think it's November 5th. Vote your conscience, and hey, just do your due diligence, and do the best you can. But love your neighbor. Love your neighbor. Love your neighbor.
Facts.
That's it.
No, in actuality, Rich, I would have ran. You'd have been like, damn, that fat nigga fast.
Man, stop, man. Stop. I would never put my hands on Rob. That's my brother. Matter of fact, hey, real quick, Rob and I are going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina this weekend. Come holler at us, y'all. We're going to be down there. We're going to be rocking the microphones. We're doing my thing. We're doing our thing. I'm very proud of this man. It's funny as hell, y'all. But we want to bring joy and laughter. So just vote your conscience, y'all. Don't let none of this get you out of pocket. Don't fall out with your family. Don't fall out with your friends. It's politics. At the end of the day, they playing you. Just remember that.
Right. Excellent. Well said, Big Rich Green. How about you, Joe? Let us know once again your closing argument, and then don't forget to shout out your social medias and where you're going to be.
Well, for me, it's just two different crime bosses trying to take control. We're all headed the same place. We're all headed to all the dystopian cameras, facial recognition cameras on every corner, and bad crime and dystopia stuff is gonna happen between now and the time we get there. We're all losing control and power, no matter who's at the helm. You know, Elon's for free speech, but he wants to put chips in our brain. I don't trust anybody. You know what I'm saying? But if I got to vote
So you ain't
for
heard
either
about
one
the
of
drone
these
Only
two,
chips I like are
people,
with hot sauce on them.
I'm voting for Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me, like, at this point, like, you trust the Democrats, even if you're a Democrat and you trust the Democrats, with people jumping ship the way they are. Some of the best candidates, Tony Gabbard, RFK Jr. Well, look what they did to Bernie. That's when I had my awakening. You know, so you can't trust any of these people. You know, it's just like it's always like a teeter-totter. Hey, we had the right-wing Christian fundamentalists trying to stifle our free speech at one time. Now we got the other side's got a little too much. It's a balancing act. And, you know, I think to balance things out and make my life and most people's lives better, I think it's Trump. And that's, you know, that's where I'm at with it. And
All right.
I'm out here in Los
I'm glad you have
Angeles.
such a positive attitude about the future. Why don't you shout out your social media?
I positively know we're all going to die, and then we'll finally be equal. That's what I know.
I agree with a lot of what Joe said. I am going to vote Kamala this time though, because I don't like what they're doing as far. No, I just think the Republicans are dividing us a little bit more this time. I don't like the attack ass. That shit is
Bring Project 2025 on. Bring it on.
Yeah, that shit is horrible.
Yeah, the Heritage Foundation that has nothing to do with Trump. Okay.
Yeah, have any of you guys read that? That is the most boring shit. I've read it. I read it.
I read it too.
I didn't read 1,000.
I
had
agree.
to read an audio book. I
read that shit too.
Audiobook ain't read. That's cheap.
Dude,
I hate when people do that.
dude, I read the first 25
You had
pages.
to reread it
You
too.
listened to it while you were washing your car.
Abortions will be illegal in all states. He was probably
All right.
asleep on that part.
Hey, gentlemen, I gotta go. Gotta go.
All right, Joe. Hey, thank
You
you,
guys
Joe.
are amazing.
Did you
Thank
shout?
you so much
Hey,
for having me.
did you
Oh,
shout
yeah,
your
my
social media?
Social media, I'm on Instagram at Joe Bando Comedy. I'm on YouTube at Joe Bando Comedy. You know, I got my website, bandotalks.com. So thank you guys for having me.
I hope you have fun, Joe.
Next year, I'll probably be in Cleveland at least twice. So maybe we'll all get together. Do some
Sounds great,
shows.
buddy.
Yeah.
I got to meet you, Joe.
All right, guys. Peace.
All right.
Thanks
Peace.
again, buddy.
Big Rich Comedy everywhere.
All right.
Marco Torres at Upside Down Studios.
All right. So let me just wrap up with a message here. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We've had opinions from both sides of the aisle. I've been Robert Coleman, and I tried to moderate this as best I could. I hope you guys had a little bit of a laugh, and I hope you also learned something. At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter who wins. What really matters is that we build relationships and that we learn how to laugh and smile with each other. I guess maybe it does kind of matter if you're a legal alien, or if you're a pregnant woman, or if you're looking for a job, or if your house is in foreclosure. But with all that being said, just know this. There's people out there that care. And there's people out there that don't want to go to war or have another civil war. There's people out there that genuinely want to rebuild relationships across divided party lines and across political spectrums. I would like to put myself in that category. My name is Rob Coleman. I'm a comedian. I live in Cleveland, Ohio, where we actually have an east and west side that's divided. Maybe I should start there. But with that being said, make sure to get out and vote. Make sure your voice is heard on November 5th. Make sure that you get educated about who to vote for. And no matter who you vote for, make sure to not treat your neighbor like an enemy. Make sure to treat your neighbor like a friend. Because at the end of the day, our differences are minor, but our similarities are major, and we need to start building around those. I've been Robert Coleman. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you guys had a good time. Thank you, guys.